What do we think? You just pose like this?
Yeah, just hold this pose for a minute.
I first met Ryan Reed on the internet, obviously. I had followed him on Twitter and he had followed me back, and I thought that was kind of cool because I was watching these NASCAR races. I was watching him win at Daytona, and I was like, oh, hey, that's not a bad way to start off this whole Lily Diabetes relationship.
We just took a photo together at the Brickyard, probably 2 years ago. We just hashtag Team Diabetes, and everyone seemed to really like that. And then suddenly now we are a team. So it's kind of cool that that actually happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Conor patented it, so we're in good shape. My name is Ryan Reed, driver of the number 16, drivedown.a1c.com, Lily Diabetes Ford Mustang in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Grew up kind of in a racing family. My dad raced, and so I was always at the racetrack, and started off racing go-karts when I was 4. My mom was not real impressed with her 4-year-old racing go-karts, but I was in love with it. When I was first diagnosed and I found out I have diabetes, my parents were obviously really sad, a lot of crying, but so supportive and just great parents. I was actually really nervous. I was probably more nervous to get back into a race car after being diagnosed with diabetes than I ever was, growing up. We talk a lot about living with diabetes and, driving race cars and chasing your dreams, not letting diabetes hold you back. One of the things is how important it is to have people around you that can help you. And one of the best ways is to have people that actually have diabetes, whether you're driving race cars or going to school or just hanging out with your buddies. But seeing that, Conor's going to be at Road America, we're going to be helping each other, we're going to be teammates, we're going to be helping each other get a win till the last lap, and then we'll, go for it from there. But
Looks like she'll run. We're gonna do a donut.
When you have diabetes and you live with diabetes, and then you meet someone else that goes through those same challenges, living with diabetes, you have an instant connection. And so he's become, a really good friend of mine, and I think the world of Conor, and that was kind of how it all started.
So, co-captain of Team Diabetes decided it'd be a good idea to run in the rain this morning.
Let's go, the rain. Woo. I think with Conor, just knowing the situation and him being a part of the Lily Diabetes family, it's all hands on deck and not holding anything back. So I think with that, whether it's simulator time or pit stop practice, or obviously then once we get to the racetrack, it's open notebook.
I think there are many IndyCar drivers that are jealous. I think every time that we look at the road course races, on TV, it's like, man, that looks awesome. The fight that's on, the talent that's out there. There's a lot of really great guys that are in the NASCAR Racing Series, but we want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? I think it's something that we all want to have a chance at.
I know Conor too well because he lived with me for a year. I traveled around the world with him on the Amazing Race for 4 weeks with no one else to talk to except him. And he also lived with me for a bit in England when we were both racing in Europe. So I've had a lot of Conor time one-on-one. I think Conor running NASCAR is an awesome fit. He is about as American as you can get. And he's proud of that, and he's from Indianapolis, and he's a big fan of NASCAR. He's actually the person that got me into watching NASCAR. I never say never to anything anymore because I never thought I'd be driving Indy cars, and now here I am, and I love it. So, like I said, I became a fan of NASCAR in the past kind of 2 years, and I watch as many races as I can.
The month of May is without a doubt the busiest time of the year. But it's also the most enjoyable time. I mean, it is like Christmas. I like it better than Christmas.
So it's pretty awesome to be back behind the wheel again. It's been too many days, too many nights without being in a race car. And I can't believe that it's taken this long to get back, but it's nice to finally be circulating a racetrack again. Going very fast. It's been a lot of fun. We're still looking for a couple mile an hour, if we're gonna get into the Fast 9 for qualifying. But realistically, our main goal is to just make the race safe. And that's tough because there are 35 cars.
All right, well, talk about drama. This kid has been through the ringer, so to speak, today. Connor Daly's bumped out of the race a couple of times, but he is now on the track once again.
Well, this is big right here.
Yes, it is. This is do or die on this lap. Connor Daly takes the checkered flag. Does he get into field? Yes, 224.695. So he bumps out James Hinchcliffe with a 224.784.
Well, qualifying was a wild experience today. Not what I wanted to have happen, but we made it, which is a great thing. And I just can't believe it. A roller coaster of emotions, a lot of just wild feelings. We had to make 3 runs at it, which I've never done on a qualifying day. So just thrilled for the team and the guys. They put a lot of work into this, so we're very, very excited now. And I'm just sort of tired. I just want to go take a nap.
It's been a challenging process, but we're here. We're in the 102nd running of the Indianapolis 500, which is awesome, and we have a lot of it's going to be the hottest race on record. Probably it's going to be very different. New cars are very difficult to drive, difficult to handle, so it should be a really interesting day. And 500 miles, a lot can happen. Whether it's unlucky or lucky, or whether you might not be somewhere where at lap 50 where you want to be, but by lap 175 you could be in the exact position. But there's almost 2 hours during that whole time period where anything could happen.
The fence once again. Leo just one of 7 drivers with 3 rings. This will be his 9th try.
The greatest spectacle in racing, it's the Indianapolis 500. Eyes on the starter, green flag waves. The checkered flags wave. Will Power takes home the 102nd running of the Indianapolis 500.
Well, we started last, so there was only one way to go, which was up, and we did. Had to take care of the car the first quarter of the race, feel it out a little bit. We've been struggling for horsepower all month long. We continue to do that, but once cars started going off, our car started to get a little bit better. So in the end, we had a bit of bad luck, to not end up in the top 15. It would have been nice to finish in the top 15. But we did the best we could with what we had. It's like hot. I'm like starting to sweat again. Like I gotta. Well, today was tough because it was really hot. We were losing a lot of fluid. But again, my preparation remained the same. Just tried to stay as hydrated as possible, and during the race we had no issues, with blood sugar at all during the race. And next is our NASCAR race in August, so that's next for me. That's the next goal, is to prepare for the NASCAR race, which is going to be a lot of fun. on the next episode of Road to Road America.
Since it is a new event for him relative to the other series that he's been in, he's got to be ready for that element of unpredictability.
I'm going to be driving, getting a bit of my first NASCAR experience in this machine right here.
I'm excited about just again getting to know the guys more, talking to the crew chief, talking to the engineers, and we'll see what happens. Well, hopefully we'll be ready to race by the time we leave.